I'm on a personal mission to find and put together a group of young British singers, songwriters and instrumentalists.
I've got a great team of people to go out there and try and yield what this country's got to offer under the radar.
A band of people with the talent to write and perform music that is genuine.
I've actually been bullied probably every day of my damn life.
Heartfelt.
I love it. I just love digging down deep into that.
And true.
I must have been about 13. I witnessed a murder.
And through the power of their music, I want to shine a light on some of the challenges they face.
The way I can describe it is you're living in a nightmare.
Buckingham Palace is booked and the band will play a one-off gig with a unique guest of honour.
I'll be there with Goldie, trying to keep him in his seat. I'll see you then.
What do you want for breakfast, Mother?
Everything that's going.
To give you some idea of where I'm coming from and why I want to do a music project like this, I'd like to introduce you to my mother, Margaret.
Oh, look at that. Now what? The pride of place. Yeah, he always looks after me. Yeah. Number one. You know, we've had our ups and downs and our problems, and he's had it hard, but he's made it now. And I'm so glad for him.
I grew up in the care system, which wasn't easy. When I was older, I went back and made a film about it.
New Joseph Children's Home. This is where I was for many years. I don't know how many years that was, 2 years, 3 years, I'm not sure. Let's take a look through the keyhole as we can check out Goldie's previous life. Not. I really can't breathe here, do you know that? It's really like, ugh.
Being in different children's homes, obviously it shaped the way that I am. I had a very difficult time mixing with people. With kids, other kids, you know. You didn't want to befriend anyone too much, because if you did, you'd have to say goodbye, and I kind of didn't like that stuff. Do you know what I mean? I felt like I wasn't really wanted.
Music was my way of giving voice to my feelings about those difficult years.
Ultimately, this is what made me different than everyone else. It created me. Because if I didn't have anguish and tragedy to scream about, I wouldn't be who I am. And that took me a very long time to swallow that very bitter pill. You know, I made music, ultimately, to deal with my emotions.
My intention is to discover musicians, underground and overlooked, who also use music to express themselves. I don't play an instrument, and I struggle to read music. So to find my band, I've enlisted some help. Meet Guy Chambers, hugely successful songwriter and producer, best known for his partnership with Robbie Williams.
Your hell too, 'cause the faith in myself has run dry.
I wanted to get involved with getting music that you don't normally see on the TV. You see lots of people doing jazz hands and dancing and singing covers and trying to sing like Americans and singing really loudly. But what you don't really see is new original music that hasn't already been qualified by critics.
Soweto Kinch, award-winning hip-hop and jazz artist.
Soweto Kinch!
This project for me represents an opportunity to do something that's an alternative to what the mainstream A&R channels sort of do, try and, you know, airbrush and select, handpick people to fit a certain stereotype or certain mold, and in the process they affirm stereotypes. I think this process is a lot more transparent, and we're looking at giving over the reins of control, artistic direction to the young people themselves.
Kerris Matthews, songwriter and singer.
I think we're looking
type of people that don't necessarily shine in the types of shows we've seen before. They won't be necessarily the great singers or performers that would just push through the crowd and go, hey, look at me. Because we're looking at this storytelling, this songwriting, and the musical gift that speaks from who knows where.
Steve Abbott, a music mogul who has managed everyone from pop acts EMF
You're unbelievable.
to classical music stars like Lang Lang.
There's nowhere I can go to actually find contemporary music that represents Britain. Unfortunately, the business sort of taken over and stuff has become very generic and homogenised.
And the final member of my team is Miss Dynamite, award-winning singer and rapper.
I love the fact that this project crosses all the boundaries and it goes into the places that your average record label would not go to. It doesn't matter how people look, doesn't matter how they talk, doesn't matter how they dress, doesn't matter what their beliefs are. We're open, and I just love that.
See you later, baby. Bye.
Over 6 months, the team are going to travel the country, meeting musicians of all styles and genres.
Hi.
Hello. Hi, nice to meet you.
This is Naomi. Hi, nice to meet you.
I'm not looking for a traditional 5-piece rock combo. I want this band to be big, with a diverse range of instruments. A band that represents the authentic sound of Britain today. And that will mean confronting some real issues. Issues like mental illness, disability, economic disadvantage, and social exclusion.
Hello. Pleased to meet you.
There's a lot of organisations, clubs, studios, people on the ground that support young people with challenging lives and a real passion for music.
Social exclusion is a real issue for some of the young people that we're working with today.
We help these young people by getting them on programmes where we build their confidence, their motivation, give them skills like teamwork, discipline, those kind of things.
It's an opportunity for them to have a voice and to say what they want to say, and we give them the opportunity to perform.
Yeah, just give them that sort of support that they need to be able to make the most out of life.
I've asked them to nominate their best, and there's a lot of talent out there.
It's been great.
Yes.
Super talented.
Thank you.
I've got a great team of people, little golden armies coming together to go out there and try and yield and get a shape of what this country's got to offer on under the radar.
Music ability is great, but it's not enough. My band have got to have something to say. With that in mind, Soweto and I meet songwriter Lester Allen after a tip-off from folk festival organiser Paul Burke.
What makes Leicester distinctive and unique among the young performers that played in our club is the quality and depth of his lyrics. The fact that he draws you in to the experience.
We're drinking white wine in the mornings, and we're guzzling whiskey at night, and we'd head into town whenever we would feel down from watching too many Berry Park fights.
I think the fact that Leicester can draw on basically negative experiences and turn them into a very positive musical experience for the audience, I think that's something quite amazing.
So raise your glasses high and never feel down, 'cause you've been raised in good old Luton town.